Greetings, lovers of mysticism and the unknown. Welcome to the Incredible Stories channel. We are explorers of the unexplainable and unbelievable. Today, I will tell you an interesting story. Brew up some goodies and enjoy. The wind parted the frozen plains, whistling through the vast expanse of the Siberian tundra. The snowflakes swirled in a devilish dance, obscuring the barely visible path that led to the cave entrance. That first glimpse of the gaping mouth of the cave, I will never forget. It was as if the cave itself whispered my name, beckoning me forward, deeper into its dark embrace. For as long as I can remember, my name was Igor Mikhailovich Kuznetsov. But this place, this hidden world of mysteries, seemed to call me by a completely different name. It was a world inhabited by ancient intelligent beings, coated in gold and frozen in their eternal rest, as if trapped in cosmic amber. As the lead archaeologist of an international research team, I was the first to venture into the depths of the cave. The air was cold and humid. The walls were decorated with ancient engravings, the likes of which I had never seen before. They seemed to depict a race of creatures far beyond human understanding, each engraving telling a story of unfathomable complexity. Our flashlights illuminated the darkness as we went deeper. The sight before us was astounding. In the center of the cave chamber, a massive structure of alien materials rose from the ground, decorated with golden veins that shimmered in the artificial light. Around this mysterious monolith were the beings we had come to find, golden statues that now stood before us, at once mesmerizing and terrifying in their grandeur. These beings, creatures of myth and legend, were not of our world. Their elongated limbs, multifaceted eyes, and strange, intricate body structures spoke of another world. Shrouded in gold, they seemed to be suspended, trapped in a moment spanning millennia. The air in the chamber hummed with invisible energy, charged with a life force that seemed to emanate from the statues themselves. Other researchers and I worked tirelessly to unravel the mystery of these creatures. We studied their composition, their origins, and the potential purpose of their presence on Earth. It was during one of the late-night excavations that a breakthrough occurred. It began as a low hum, growing louder and more resonant until the walls of the chamber seemed to vibrate with the intensity of the sound. The statues began to shimmer. The gold that covered them seemed to liquefy and melt, gathering at their feet like molten honey. The creatures emerged from their golden prisons, stretching and flexing their limbs as they came to their senses. I was mesmerized by the sight, unable to move, unable even to breathe. The other explorers ran away, but I remained, unable to take my eyes off the miracle unfolding before me. When the creatures were fully awakened, their eyes, glowing with unearthly light, stared at me. I felt a connection with them, a deep understanding that seemed to bridge the gap between our two species. It was in that moment that I became aware of their purpose, the reason for their existence. These beings, these ancient aliens, were not merely interstellar travelers or explorers. They were the architects of life, the great designers who sowed the seeds of existence throughout the cosmos. Earth was one of their many creations, the canvas on which they painted a masterpiece of biodiversity. It was then that they discovered the purpose of their golden dream. Gold served as their conduit, a means by which they could gather information, assimilate experience, and study the evolution of their creations. For thousands of years they have stood idly by, observing the evolution of the Earth and its myriad life forms through the cosmic web of interconnected consciousness. Now their purpose in our world had come to an end, and they sought to return to the stars to continue their eternal journey of creation. In their last moments of life on Earth, they shared with me a gift. This gift was not material, but rather a transfer of knowledge. I felt my mind expand, my understanding of the universe deepen as they revealed to me the secrets of their existence and the true nature of reality. My perception of the world changed, the veil lifted, and I saw everything anew. As they prepared to leave, they beckoned me forward, inviting me to join them on their space odyssey. They sensed my indecision and assured me that the choice was mine, that they would not force me to leave my world. With a heavy heart, I refused, knowing that I had a duty to my fellow beings, a duty to share the truth that had been revealed to me. As the creatures ascended, their forms dissolved into a brilliant cascade of light, leaving behind a final message. The gold in which they had once been encased now flowed back to the monolith in the center of the chamber, forming intricate patterns and symbols on its surface. I understood the meaning of these symbols, the last testament of an ancient race. It was a warning, a message to humanity. The earth is a fragile jewel, and we must protect it, lest it be lost in the emptiness of space. I returned to this world, my mind filled with newfound knowledge and purpose. Other explorers did not want to believe my account of the events that took place in the cave, considering it the ravings of a madman. But I knew the truth and dedicated my life to passing on the message entrusted to me. Though the cave and its golden inhabitants were lost to time, the memory of that fateful day remained with me. The world had changed, and with it, so had I. I was no longer Igor Mikhailovich Kuznetsov, a simple archaeologist. I became a messenger, an herald of the ancient truth, which will determine the fate of mankind. What did you think of it? Write in the comments. Be sure to get likes, subscribe to our channel, and check out other amazing stories.